Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So today I have two X series blades by Pena. So the first one is the Trapper. This is the Blade HQ exclusive with the natural G10 scales here. And then the other one is the Barlow with the dark brown micarta. So really quick, I just wanted to throw the specs up on screen. So we'll do the Trapper first. We'll just throw them up right here. And then for the other blade, I'll throw these specs up for the Barlow right up here. Now before I get into both of these blades, I just want to point out that these are both front flippers. And the only difference between them are the handle shape, blade shape, and then the materials for the scales. Now the Blade HQ exclusive does have a black coating on the titanium bolsters and liners. Basically everything that's on the blade. So we'll start off with the Trapper. It's got titanium bolsters, liners, pocket clip, and then a titanium backspacer as well. And as for the Barlow, the finish on the titanium parts is bead blasted, so it looks really clean and smooth. Now the front flipping action on both of these blades is really good. And I'll show you the blade shape on the Barlow first. So it's a spear point, and it's even got a little nail clip here for your fingernail. So there is, I guess, two ways to deploy this blade. So if you want to use two hands to deploy it, you do have that option. And you do have a really nice satin finish on the grind. So it just looks really good, and a nice little swedge up on top. But just really beautiful design and classic traditional look. Again, the quality on these blades are just really good. And then for the Trapper, we have the clip point style blade, again with that black coating. Now both of these blades are Boulder M390 steel, so you're getting a really good steel for the money. And I believe this blade actually has a convex grind on it, which I don't think I've ever really handled a blade that has that. And then for this Barlow, we have a nice, it's a full flat grind, just beautifully done. Now both of these blades have excellent jimping on the spine of the blade. They are both placed in really good spots, and the ergos on both of these blades are just really excellent due to the fact that the shape of the handles are just a kind of a simple and clean look. And again, I have medium to large hands, so I can get all 4 fingers on both of these knives, as you guys can see. I can't really say anything bad about both of these blades. Just beautifully crafted, well put together. And I believe these are manufactured by Riet. And we all know that Riet does beautiful work. And like I said before, just really nothing negative to say about these things. So just really beautiful knives. There's a few more styles in the X series lineup. So I'll leave a link down below for you guys to check out the Pena website. You guys can check out his knives or his other knives. It's really beautiful work. One knife that I'd really like to get by Pena is the Rhino. I'll put a picture of that up really quick, but I think it's just a really beautiful knife, and I do like stubby knives, so that's why the Rhino stands out to me. But anyways, let's get back to these blades. Now the changes I'll be doing to the Blade HQ exclusive Trapper is I'll be taking the natural G10 scales and creating some carbon fiber scales from Fat Carbon. This is the forged carbon fiber. As you can see, it's just a really cool material. I love the material that Fat Carbon creates. And again, this I think is going to look really good since everything is blacked out already on the blade. This will definitely add more consistent flow to the look of the blade, but that's what that will be getting. And then for the Barlow, we're actually going to take these dark brown micarta scales and using the dark matter copper from Fat Carbon. Again, just a beautiful material. And I can't wait to get this done because I'm curious to see what it looks like as well. So very anxious. Just again, a really sweet looking material. When it comes to taking these things apart to customize them, I don't have to take the whole blade apart, which is a nice plus because I don't have to mess with the tolerances. So all I gotta do is take the pocket clip off and then the 2 screws on the other side to take the scales off, and then we can go from there. So let's take both of these apart and kind of see what we're dealing with on the inside. Now, as you guys can see, you can actually use this knife without the scales on. So again, that's pretty neat. But again, this isn't going to be too crazy of a customized knife. There they are taken apart. Let's get to customizing them. Alright, so here is one of the knives customized. Now, in the beginning of the video there were two of these, but unfortunately on the other one I had a little accident on, luckily not the knife itself, just the material of the fat carbon. So I'm gonna have to redo the scale on one of them. I also didn't want to keep you guys waiting on the video content, and then also I'm just really excited how these turned out. So I just really wanted to show you guys. So here is the forged carbon fiber by Fat Carbon, and I think it came out really cool. So you guys can see it just really shifts in the light and dances. Since the fibers are kind of randomly placed in there, it just kind of does whatever it wants to do. So again, each angle, it will always look different, and I'm just super happy with the outcome. Let me know what you guys think down below. It's always appreciated. But again, I just think it's really neat how this thing turned out. I mean, I could stare at this all day, but we can't do that. So we're going to put this knife together. Now luckily these blades are, or the liners and the bolsters are integrated. So it's just one piece. And I'm fortunate enough to not have to take apart the whole knife to customize it. So there is a plus side to that. So again, it's just going to be really simple to put together. And speaking of putting this together, let's assemble this thing and see what it looks like. Alright, so here it is all assembled, and it just looks really good since it is all blacked out too. Again, it's hard to capture it on camera, but there we go. There it is doing its thing in the light. And again, it's all blacked out, so it just kind of goes really well with the knife. Now the most challenging part about this blade, or the scales on this blade, was the fact that it is coated with some sort of coating. When I was customizing the scales around the liners, I had to be very careful not to touch the liners or else I'd screw up the coating. So again, just very challenging, and I know these scales are tiny, but the scales were surprisingly time consuming. So again, sometimes even the simplest knives, or the ones that look the most simple, are not, just because there are certain things that come into play, like the liners and the coating, and I really didn't want to mess up that coating, because if I did, then I'd basically owe the customer a brand new knife, and well, I can't be doing that. So just had to be very patient and just take my time. And the outcome is really great, I think. So again, let me know what you guys think down below of this forged carbon fiber by Fat Carbon. Really neat material, and I do have more material for the PLR3 that I'm going to be doing, so keep your eyes peeled for that video. And yeah, just a really excellent blade by Pena. It's awesome that I get to work with these kind of knives and create some custom stuff for them. So just really happy with the result. Now once I finish the other knife, I will do another video showing you guys what it turned out like. So in the future, I'll put the link up in this video up here somewhere. And also the giveaway knives should be both finished here pretty soon as well. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. Again, just busy, and again, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys' support. Don't forget to check out my merch. The website is up and running, so if you guys want to get some stickers or t-shirt, a hat, just feel free to check that out and pick yourself something up. It'll definitely help the channel out, and it'll help us grow, and I can give back to you guys in just a really more generous way. So again, thank you, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share these videos, And I'll see you guys on the next one.